joined as always by my friend of 25 years, actor extraordinaire, the GCJ himself, the XSAF champion of the world, Mr. JP Wall. How you doing?
Oh man, I am psyched. I am ready to go. Let's do it.
Ready to cook.
Oh, science, bitch.
That's right. Magnets. Today, we're doing something a little different. Normally, we do a movie, hence the name, book club. But you had the idea of, because it's the beginning of the year, there's actually movies coming out now, like on a regular basis. So we decided, before it gets too deep into 2022, to do each of our top 5 most anticipated action movies of the coming year.
Yeah, I mean, just going through IMDb coming soon, I had a giant list. I was like, oh shit, this is coming out. Oh shit, this is coming out. Whoa. So many good ones. I really lamented, trying to get it down to 5. I have some honorable mentions in there too, but
Same.
I feel like I'm pretty content with my list, I'd say.
Yeah, I feel good about mine. My number 5 might be a little suspect, but I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Same here.
It's my list, damn it. I'll do what I want.
Exactly.
But before we get into that, what have you been watching, reading, seeing, doing this week?
Oh man, Peacemaker this week is.
Do we want to taste it? I do. In fact,
I do. I really do. I'll be walking around my apartment, just like, getting a glass of water or something. And in my head, all of a sudden, do you really want to take that? And I'll just start singing it. That's so good. The only lines I know is that and like, throw your dog the invisible bone. It's just like, that's all I know. That's all I know. But
that's
hey,
all you
it's
need
fine.
to know.
Yeah, that's all I need to know. But
So
I've been watching that. I started a new book for this month. I've never read Fahrenheit 4. I've never read Fahrenheit 451, but I got it for Christmas. I mean, it's an American classic. It's it's very controversial and it's fiction. And I was like, yeah, why not? Why not? I'll give it a shot.
There you go.
And then Haley is obsessed with Sopranos, and I couldn't be happy. We finished the first season.
Nice.
God, it goes down so smooth.
So
it's
good.
It's just like a nice, warm glass of bourbon, just like nice and warm.
Snifter of brandy after a long day.
Just great. And just everybody in the show is so good and it's so funny. And I think that's a big thing Haley thought too. Like a lot of people think is that, they think The Sopranos, it's this heavy, intense, violent drama, but it's really like a comedy too.
Yeah, it's so much more than just that.
It's so layered and there's so much going on. It's great. It's great. I love it. But yeah, other than that, that's kind of about it. What about you?
I also Peacemaker. There's 2 episodes left, I think.
I think so, yeah.
6 this week, so excited for that. Won't get into it, but Gemstones again. Everyone needs to be watching that. It's so good. So good.
I need to catch up.
And Book of Boba Fett. We have 1 episode left, and should be interesting.
Man, I still haven't watched that this season. I might just blast through them all once the last episode.
I think it would be more enjoyable to watch them on a binge. Some of them are a bit of a slow burn, which I'm fine with because I love Star Wars.
Yeah.
But if you're more of like a casual fan, I could see why some people aren't super into this show. Yeah, I mean that's about it. You saw a movie this week, didn't you?
I did. My good buddy Emmy Eakwalker is a really solid supporting role in Moonfall, the new Roland Emmerich joint, which I saw last night in IMAX at the AMC in Universal City Walk, and man, he was so good in it. I'm so proud of him. I can't say how proud of him I am.
I mean, I know he's your friend and all, but so I might be biased, but he was easily the best part of that movie.
He was so good. He was so good. And it's just, I've seen a handful of things that he's been in, but man, just seeing your buddy on a big screen, and just not even like a big screen, like the IMAX,
the biggest screen.
Yeah, and he played Halle Berry's ex-husband.
Yeah,
in it.
wow,
Huge,
huge.
Every
time you get to share the screen with Halle Berry.
Yeah,
and have
just
implied nuptial relations, carnal visits.
And it's just, God, and if you look at his IMDb, you'll know that he's been in some big stuff, but he's got another big movie coming out, which I think comes out at some point this year. They haven't released a release date for it, but Gray Man, the first Russo brothers movie post Marvel, which I'm really excited for to see him in, and it's just
that may or may not be on my list at some point.
Oh hell yeah.
I didn't know he was in it either before we were doing show prep, and you told me that. I'm like, what? I could have been more excited for it. Like, I didn't think I could, but now,
yeah. But yeah, it was a big, fun, crazy, ridiculous movie, right up Roland Emmerich's alley, and
disaster porn at its finest.
Exactly.
Things breaking and blowing up and destruction, and
yeah, just it's what he does, and he does it well.
He does.
And,
I mean, he's the best at it. Like,
oh, of course.
There's no one better at disaster porn than him.
One, I was just really excited, and I texted him this later that night. I was just like, dude, I'm really glad I got to share this like moment with you.
Yeah.
Like 40 people were there watching the movie, like for him. It was awesome. Really cool. So like anytime he came on screen, everyone was like, yeah. Yeah, it was cool. It was really fun.
I know him.
I know him.
Everyone was doing the DiCaprio thing, the point.
No, oh yeah. Where he does the whoa, here I'm coming. I'm coming. Here's my part. What were they watching? FBI?
Something like that. Yeah, one of those serials from way back when.
Yeah. But yeah.
All right. Well, and we might have something coming up that involves something we were just talking about.
Mm-hmm. We're still waiting, but we'll drop it as soon as we know.
See what happens. But yeah, let's get in. You done? You got anything else? I mean,
let's rock it.
All right, then let's get into our well, I guess feature presentation.
Yeah.
And now, our feature presentation.
Top 5 most anticipated action movies of 2022. Oh boy. I know you said you struggled with making this list.
Yeah, just because there's a lot of good shit coming out this year.
There is
a lot of good shit. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll kick it off. My number 5 is Extraction 2, directed by Sam Hargrave, starring Chris Hemsworth, Raina Campbell, Adam Bessa, and Paul A. Maynard. I loved the first one.
Holy fuck! I did not know that was coming out this year. Yep. Hell yeah!
Still no firm release date. It's a TBD, but it is supposed to come out this year.
Oh,
on Netflix. So
fuck,
very excited.
I loved the first one. It was fantastic. I need to rewatch it. It was great.
It was just a simple like I wouldn't call it even like an old school action movie. It was just it was all action. Like there wasn't a lot of frills. Simple plot. Just more like gritty and like based in reality than like a Commando or something,
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, like the best thing I can say about the first one is, obviously we've seen a lot of action movies. That's what we do here.
It's what we do. It's our
so an action, like something to happen in a fight scene that like surprises me. I'm like, oh, I have never seen that before. That had like one or two of those, and that never happens.
Yeah, and you could really tell, they not only took their time and really, directed the action well. It was so good, but
Is it one of the Russos like wrote it or something too?
I think they wrote it, yeah.
And the director was like Hemsworth's or Evans like stunt guy, like coordinator or something. He was like
Oh,
stunt
no
dude.
shit.
Like I think he started off as one of their doubles, and then he was like by the end he was like the stunt coordinator for a bunch of the Russos movies like that, Marvel movies. So and I mean that just shows because all the action is in service of the story, and like they're basically telling a story through the action without like that's why it's so like polished and looks so good, and like it's not clunky at all.
It's not clunky, and I think that I think we mentioned it before, but excuse me, how big of a influence the Raid had on action scenes and action choreography and action direction.
Because I was just thinking that because one of the things I'm always bothered by is like a lot of action scenes, and especially in big budget movies, it's like a guy fighting 10 people, and like it's just like each of the bad guys are like waiting their turn to hit him instead of all just like and the Raid doesn't do that. Like every move is like and this was in that vein. Like I'm not gonna say this was the Raid, but it had that same feel to it where it was like it's not just guys waiting to get punched by the hero. It was like every move was in to get to the next guy, and not only the first. It's like playing chess with fighting. It's like it wasn't just this move. It was like I'm doing this in this way, so then the next guy that's coming at me from behind, and it's so good.
And not to mention too that Hemsworth is just like a specimen of a human being. So like you believe him as a soldier. He's just he's huge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
okay, I get it.
I just looked it up on IMDb, and it looks like the only thing it says sequel to the 2020 action thriller Extraction, and there's a picture of Hemsworth in like a snowy climate. That's all we see. And Joe Russo wrote the script.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm excited for that. So that is my number 5. What do you got?
Ooh, I've got a crazy one. This was my kind of outlier, I think.
Yeah, that was mine as well.
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
I thought about putting that. I didn't know if it fit the what we were doing, but I mean it's Nick Cage, so.
I mean the things for the IMDb, it says action, comedy, crime.
I did see it on like an action like most anticipated list, but I was like this is too much. But I'm super excited for that too.
And, basically for everybody who doesn't know about this movie coming out, it's a cash-strapped Nicolas Cage agrees to make a paid appearance at a billionaire superfan's birthday party, but is really an informant for the CIA since the billionaire fan is a drug kingpin and gets cast in a Tarantino movie. It's just like...
I didn't even know all that.
Yeah. Oh,
it's fantastic.
Oh my God! And Pedro Pascal is the billionaire in it.
I love me some Pedro. Din Djarin, the Mandalorian himself.
Oh, dude, he's fucking killing it. Ike Barinholtz is in it. Neil Patrick Harris is in it. Tiffany Haddish is in it. Yes. Oh, it's just like I can't wait. It sounds like so much fun.
Do you have a release date for that?
April 22nd.
April 22nd. Mark it on your calendars.
Mark that on your calendars. Directed by Tom.
Star it.
Circle it, star it, make a reminder in your phone.
Give it kisses. Treat it right.
Yeah. Directed and written by Tom Gormican. He created a show called Ghosted with Adam Scott and Craig Robinson. I think it only lasted like a season.
Yeah, I wanted to like that because I love those two. But
yeah, me too. Yeah, but I mean based on the trailer, this movie looks fucking awesome, and I'll definitely check it out.
Hell yeah. Great choice.
Yeah. What about number 4 for you?
Number 4 for me is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, coming out on May 6th, directed by Sam Raimi, starring Benedict Cumberbatch, Elizabeth Olsen, Rachel McAdams, Benedict Wong. I mean, I'm not shy about my love for comic books and comic book movies, But
Mhm.
I mean, from what we saw from the Spider-Man movie and how the multiverse is now a thing, that's something I've always been interested in the comics. Like one of my
Mhm.
favorite storylines is Secret Wars, where it's just like
Yeah.
all the different world like universes combined, and oh, I love it so much. And the fact that it seems
Mhm.
like we're building to that as like a big
Yeah.
Thanos like 10-year type thing. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
It looks, yeah, especially after seeing how awesome Spider-Man No Way Home was so good and how they'll
Hmm.
kind of play on that. And but then there's all these rumors online that who's gonna make an appearance, all these
There's
variants and
Yeah, there's a
all this
lot of
shit.
room for them to like have some fun. Like one of the most
Mhm.
prolific rumors out there that's unsubstantiated, but a lot of people are tossing it around is like a Tony Stark variant where it would be played by Tom Cruise because that's who was like supposed to do the Iron Man movie back in like the early 2000s or like
2008.
yeah. So I mean, just things like that would be great. There's a lot of talk of maybe we get like a Professor X, maybe which version I don't know. Like
Yeah. Mhm.
because there's this group called the Illuminati in the comics, and they just like it's like all the most powerful people. It's like Professor X, Doctor Strange, T'Challa, Iron Man, Black Bolt from the Inhumans, but who cares? It's like and Reed Richards, and they just like behind the scenes like do a lot of controlling of shit, and mostly just fuck shit up and make things worse. But
Whoa.
there's a thought that we might get like a multiversal version of the Illuminati.
Whoa.
Should be
And
cool. I love that storyline. Like I love because they're just like it's like any bunch of people in power. They're just like arrogant and they think they can solve everything, but it's like they
yeah,
just make things worse.
they're just fucking it up for everybody.
Like they basically could all
Um
cause secret invasion because they go to the scroll homeworld and like talk shit to them, and then they don't realize it, but they get like all like knocked out and copied.
oh f-
Fucking idiots.
oh
But we might
um
get like Council of Reeds and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be a weird move to introduce the Fantastic Four as variants as your first time
mm,
showing them.
yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of things of like they might do Krasinski as like a variant, or they might bring back the other cast of the Fantastic Four, like the Jessica Alba, Chris Evans cast. But then I don't know. I mean, it'd be kind of interesting
Oh,
to see
that
Chris
would
Evans
be
come
kind
back
of
as Johnny Storm because that'd be just weird and like I don't know. I think we're gonna get a lot of like
yeah.
quick hitters of like
Yeah.
cameos that aren't gonna like
Yeah.
be like in Spider-Man where we actually got like there's some depth and like there's they were a bigger part of the movie than I thought they were going to be. But I think we're
Yeah.
gonna get a lot more just like maybe like flashes of people like just popping in and out and like.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see.
God, man. Tom Cruise as Tony Stark would be pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah, I mean that just like that's almost too
Yeah.
perfect and easy. Like
Yeah.
just have him flash up there, like not a big
Yeah.
part of the movie, but like that's just fun.
Yeah. I mean, they'd probably have to pay out the ass for it, but
Yeah,
whatever.
true.
Do some great fan service.
Yeah, I mean you never know. Tom Cruise is like he's a little weird because he'll pop up and stuff, just like I mean hell, well I mean this wasn't like a pop up, but like Tropic Thunder was not something you think Tom Cruise would do.
Yeah. That was a great like departure for him.
Yeah, oh fantastic. Like I want him to do more stuff like that and his character in Collateral.
Yeah,
Those are some of my favorite Cruise roles ever. I mean, it's so against type, but like it feels like he's like more like understanding of like he more like gets it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I
He
like that,
does.
which makes you
He
more
knows.
relatable.
Yeah. And he knows what's going to make money and he's going to, he's going to make these huge, big, crazy movies. But people forget that he's a fucking really talented actor.
Yeah.
He's really good.
He is.
See Born on the 4th of July or Collateral or
So
Magnolia,
Even fucking Edge of Tomorrow. Like that movie slaps.
Oh,
I can't believe we need to do that.
We need to do that.
Love that movie. Him and Emily Blunt are so good.
Yeah.
I think that's Bill Paxton's last role too.
R.I.P. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Emily Blunt is really good in it. It's just a great Was that
So
James
good.
Mangold? James Mangold, I think.
It
No,
might have.
it was
I can't remember.
Christopher McQuarrie.
Okay.
I think it
There's
was
talk of
Christopher.
making another one, and like I don't know how that would happen because that movie didn't make money because they. I mean that name is just dumb. Like it doesn't mean
Yeah,
anything.
Live Die Repeat. It should have been Live Die
Right,
Repeat.
and then they like
Yeah.
rebranded it on the like the DVD
Uh-huh.
release or Blu-ray release, and
Uh-huh.
it just like kind of became confusing. Like,
Yeah.
but it was just a really well done action movie.
Yeah, I agree. I loved it.
Yes, it's up there in like my top. It's at least in my top 20. It's really good.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Underappreciated. Well, yeah, that's my number 4. What do you got for 4?
Number 4, I have Thor: Love and Thunder, directed by Taika Waititi and written by Taika and Jennifer Caton Robinson. Coming out on July 8th. Yeah, this one is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot
So
of fun.
this is my number 3. So I'll talk about it with you.
Yeah.
I mean, we're basically doing the Mighty Thor run in the comics, which was Jane Foster becomes Thor. Natalie Portman's coming back, and she's gonna be Lady Thor. I love that story. Like it's a bit maligned with like comic book nerds because they just don't like change, even though it's just like if you know comic books, they'll change something and then everything goes back to the way it was afterwards.
Yeah, it's nothing is substant or nothing's
Yeah, it's not
concrete.
final. Like they kill someone, they just bring them back. Like that's and one gripe I'll understand with comic book fans is like when they kill off a character and then like replace them, like have a replacement, and then it's like, well, I just want to read the character that I love. Like in this, they did it. I thought they did a good job. Was like, yeah, Thor wasn't Thor anymore, but then he was just Odin's son, like, which is also a badass name, and he was still like a hero, and you could still read about him. Like, I thought it was a really good job because sometimes they'll like replace a beloved character, and it's just like, well, now you have to read this if you want that character because the other one isn't around anymore. It's like, okay, I get why that can annoy you, but but a lot of people didn't like this. I think it's great. Like, it's a really good run, and I mean they'll adapt it to an extent. Oh, also, who do we have as the villain?
Mr. Christian fucking Bale
as Gore the God Butcher, who is also an incredible storyline.
I'm not familiar. Can you give us like a quick little?
Yeah, so Gore is like this. He's an alien, like another species, whatever, on some other planet, and like the gods exist in this world. Like Thor's a god, and like you're Zeus and this and that, and he's like. He sees all his people suffer, his like family and everything, and they pray to the gods and they never help. So he like gets pissed about it, and he comes across 2 gods like fighting, and they I don't know if they kill each other or what, but then one of the gods had this thing called the All Black, the Necro Sword, which is a lot of the same powers that Hela had, where it was just like it's basically a symbiote, but a weapon that he can like do stuff with. I don't know if they're gonna go that direction because they kind of did that with Hela, and then also the whole symbiote thing. Like I believe it had something to do with Null, who the King in Black, which is an incredible Donny Cates run. I hope they do at some point. That's tangent. But yeah, and he's just like goes around like killing, and because this weapon's so powerful, he just goes around killing like all the gods in the universe. Because like every planet has like their own gods, like our pantheon. And he just like goes around like murdering them all, and like he has this, and it culminates in this whole thing called like the God Bomb, where it's like gonna just kill everybody, and Thor has to like go back in time, and there's like 3 different versions of Thor, of like a young Thor, like a old grizzled Thor, and like he's like daughters, like it's a whole fucking thing, and it's awesome.
Holy shit!
Yeah. I don't know how much they're gonna do with that. It's a lot. Because to combine that with the Mighty Thor Jane Foster thing. The Jane Foster run, I don't know if they're going to touch on this either, but one thing that made that interesting was like at the time she had cancer, and she was like chemo, but every time she picked up the hammer and became Thor, it like purges everything out of your body. So like every time she became Thor, she was like basically killing herself. but like she'd do it to like be a hero, and like it was a really interesting, like unexpected. Like I was like,
Huh.
oh, I would never even thought of that, like that direction. I don't know if they're gonna go that
Oh,
way.
wow. That'd be pretty intense. I'd love that though, because I mean I just loved what Taika did uh with Thor 3. Why can't
Ragnarok.
I think of the name? Yeah, Ragnarok. Yes, thank you. I just loved what he did, and comedy is so great because it gives it heart, but it also gives it depth.
Yes.
So there's all these characters have so much depth, and there's just funny banter, and man, I can only imagine if Taika had been writing for Thor from the beginning, because once you hit his stride, and it was just like, oh yeah, Hemsworth is really funny. So
Hemsworth, God, that man has timing. Like he has comedic timing.
Yeah. Oh, for sure he does.
And he's down for whatever. He's got like a little of that John Cena in him, where it's like, I'm game for whatever. I don't care what it makes me look like. Like if I fail, whatever. But he goes for it. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, and seeing Bale in a villain role has been. I mean, other than Dick Cheney, has he ever played a villain before?
Dick Cheney. That's a really good question.
I mean, I guess you could consider American Psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, a pretty awful person, but he also might just be an insane person that none of that actually happened.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but I mean, other than that, he's always played these really kind of noble or crazy characters. Never really like a full out villain. I think per se, other than Dick Cheney.
We need to do. That's very funny. We need to do Reign of Fire. I love that movie.
Oh,
it's him and McConaughey fighting dragons. It's fucking insane.
Oh yeah, that's.
So good.
I feel like that's been on our list for a while. And we just haven't jumped to it.
Oh man, I really want to watch that. It's just so absurd.
Oh yeah, I don't think I've seen it since it came out, so I'm definitely.
It's not good, but it's fun.
Yeah. It's fun. Yeah, why not? Why not? Cool. Yeah, let's move on. What do you?
So that was my number 3. So.
Oh, cool. So my number 3 is Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, coming out October 7th. Directed by Joaquim Dos Santos, Kemp Powers, and Justin K. Thompson. Written by Lord and Miller and Dave Callahan. I fucking loved Into the Spider-Verse, and it was so great.
I mean, I love
so
Miles
much fun.
Morales. Like that, it's such a great character. I can't wait for us to see him in the MCU. Like he exists because we met his uncle, Aaron Davis, in the first Spider-Man movie,
played by Donald Glover.
Yeah. Because Aaron Davis is the Prowler. He's like a kind of a villain kind of dude. But if you've seen the first Spider-Verse, you know that. But there's a really cool deleted scene where he's like when he's like stuck when Tom Holland sticks him to the car, and he's like, "You're a criminal. You deserve this." He's like, "Get me out of here." There's a deleted scene that didn't make it in where he's calling Miles. He's like, "Hey, Miles, I'm not gonna make it." Like he exists in this world, which is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's all this talk about Spider-Man. They want to make more Spider-Man movies, but Tom Holland's right now. I read an article today where it was just he's like, it's in the conversation stage, and that's it. That's all we're at is conversation. So I wonder, it's kind of about time.
Feige came out like immediately after, and he was like, "Look, we're already doing a Spider-Man 4. I don't want it to be like the time before, like stressed all like the fans out. Like, is he coming back? Do we still have it?" They're like, "We're doing this. Like, we don't have exactly what it is, but it's happening. So he's coming back."
Yeah, because I wonder that'd be
for another trilogy, I believe at least.
Whoa, so he's gonna be locked down for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, and if Sony's smart, they'll do like an Andrew Garfield goes and fights Tom Hardy's Venom. Like, just do that.
Fuck,
just do
that'd
that.
be cool.
It's so easy. That's $1 billion just right there for you. It's so simple.
Yeah. Yeah. It's but yeah, across the Spider-Verse, you know, it looks like a lot of the same cast is coming back too, you know,
Yeah.
Spider-Gwen and
I would
everybody.
love a
So
Spider-Gwen movie too. Spider-Gwen's great.
yeah. Well, you saw that they're making a Madam Web movie starring
Yeah, so
Dakota
Johnson.
Johnson.
Yep. Yep, and that's
Mhm.
gonna like be more of the whole because she's like the puppet master of like the Spider-Verse. So I'm very here for all those things. Like I want a Raimi Toby Spider-Man 4 that they were gonna do.
Mhm.
I want Andrew Garfield to go finally get to fight an alien and fight Venom.
Yeah.
Just do it
I've
all.
never been to
Like,
space.
yeah. I mean, they just set that up so perfectly. It's like,
Yeah.
and then you just be like, I'm fighting an alien. This is awesome.
Yeah. God.
He
was
deserves
so
better
good.
than those movies. He was good in those, and they weren't good, but it was not his fault.
And he was so good in No Way Home, and yeah, I just loved it. And you know, it makes me happy too that they're making more Across the Spider-Verse and that Sony is actually like doing it justice, you know, because Into the Spider-Verse, you know, they changed the way they shot stuff, and you know,
They
with the
created
comic
like
book,
an entirely new animation style for the movie. That's wild.
Yeah. It's
It was so unique, and God, I love the design of Kingpin in the first one. He's just this brick wall of a man. It's
with
so
this
good.
tiniest little
so
head.
good. I love that so much.
Yeah. And some actors, like big actors, you could tell that they aren't as good at the VO stuff.
Yeah.
But man, Liev Schreiber as Kingpin was so
Is that who
good.
played Kingpin? I didn't even know that. He was good.
Yeah. He's so good.
I mean, I love my D'Onofrio when I was a boy.
Dude, holy shit, D'Onofrio.
He's so good.
Yeah.
I love him.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm excited for that movie too. And then I mean, we're gonna probably get Oscar Isaac as Spider-Man 2099, like he was in the Stinger at the end.
Yeah. He's like, who are you?
Yeah, the Spider-Man movie. But that was Oscar Isaac, which is incredible for like 2 lines. Spider-Man 2099, Miguel O'Hara is interesting too. I mean, you just can't. There's all these Spider-Man properties. Like, just keep making them, Sony. Just like, who cares if they tie in like tie Garfield into like the whatever universe Venom and Morbius. Who gives a shit about Morbius? That they're in. Like, let him just cook there. Just do it.
Yeah, that is a movie that I could not be less excited for. Morbius.
I'm so over Jared Leto.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I'm just annoyed by him. Like, I don't care about that movie at all. It should have been out like twice already. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Whatever. Cool. Great.
Yeah.
What's your number 2?
Oh, my number 2. You mentioned it earlier in the show. It is The Gray Man. TBD still, directed by the Russo brothers, starring Ana de Armas. God, I suck at talking. Chris Evans, Jessica Henwick. Love Jessica Henwick. I want her to come back as Colleen Wing from. She was in the Iron Fist show that no one liked except for me.
Yeah.
Like, fuck Loris Tyrell, that's fine. But bring back her because she's awesome. She was approached. I saw an interview with her. Like, I love her so much. She's so good. She was approached for like a role in Shang-Chi, sorry. And she turned it down because she's like, I want to keep playing Colleen Wing because that character's awesome. And
hell yeah.
That, so I don't want to like put myself. So I don't know. We'll see with Matt Murdock coming back, Charlie Cox, and D'Onofrio's Kingpin. Like, we've set a tone. Like, maybe I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling and Billy Bob Thornton also in this movie. Yeah. And Emmy, of course.
Emmy Eakwalker, my buddy, our guy. I didn't really even know what this dude, what a fucking cast.
Did you see Bond, the newest Bond?
I did.
I really like that, but Anna was in that. I want like a spinoff of her character. She was great. Showed up for like 5 minutes and whooped ass.
Whooped ass. Didn't feel the need to like, have like a quickie sex with Bond or even kiss him. It was just like, cool, you're great. See you later. Bye.
I mean, that was such a small thing, but like I loved that character because it seemed like she seemed like green and like she didn't know what she was doing. It's like, oh, this is like my first mission, and then all of a sudden she's just like John Wicking people. It was awesome.
In a fucking suit. I mean, in a dress and like.
Yeah, like she's not a large human being, obviously, but it was still like, and a lot of times that can happen when you have a smaller actor. It's like, okay, they're really like beating up all these guys, but it looked good. Like it was like, oh yeah, she's kicking ass. She's
kicking ass, and she's blowing the fuck up ever since Knives Out. I mean, she's been doing shit for a while, but she's fucking on the come up for sure.
Yeah, I mean, what a cast, man! That is unbelievable.
I didn't even really know.
Movie, I believe.
Netflix joint, yeah.
Yeah. No release date. I don't know what that's about, but like
sometime
I get
this
movies
summer
getting pushed back in that are going to theaters, but like Netflix put release dates. Like, guys, it's at home. What are you doing?
Come on, guys. Let's see. Oh, here's what it says. I didn't even really know what it was about. When the CIA's most skilled mercenary, whose true identity is known to none, accidentally uncovers dark agency secrets, a psychopathic former colleague puts a bounty on his head, setting off a global manhunt by international assassins. Holy fuck, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. I've been looking forward to this ever since I heard the Russo brothers were doing a movie with Gosling and Evans, because I love those beautiful hunks of men.
Jeez. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Put that in my veins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll talk about that movie for sure on the show.
1,000%, yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's my number 2. Yeah, it's weird we don't know that much about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's
and
all
it's
I
not
knew.
being talked about more. I mean, I guess maybe once it gets a release date, it'll get more buzz and like they'll do some marketing and stuff. But man, that could be like one of the biggest movies they've ever had. That could be like a red notice. I mean, like Gosling and Evans are up there with The Rock and Ryan Reynolds, right?
Oh,
I mean,
100%. Fucking Captain America.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
That's our number 2. What do you got coming in at the 2 slot?
Number 2, I have The Northmen, which is Robert Eggers' new movie. He directed.
Ethan Hawke, Alexander Skarsgård. Wow.
Fucking like the cast. It's a Viking revenge movie written and directed by Robert Eggers, who did The Lighthouse and he did The Witch. And the trailer just came out recently. If you haven't seen the trailer, check that.
I'm so glad you have this on here. It got in my honorable mentions because I just came across it at the end. I'm like, oh, that looks dope, but I don't know enough about it to put it in my top 5.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad you're explaining this to me because I wanted to know more. When I saw that cast, I was like, what?
Yeah. So basically,
them being Vikings. I mean, I love me some Vikings.
Oh, dude, it's just like, so Robert Eggers, he's one of my like new like favorite up and coming filmmakers. The Witch was great. The Lighthouse was fucking insane, but you could really tell he's almost like Kubrickian in his. He's just just an incredible filmmaker, his attention to detail, and just the way he crafts his story and crafts the movies. But The Northman is basically this Viking revenge movie where Nicole Kidman is the Viking queen and Ethan Hawke is the Viking king, and Alexander Skarsgård is a kid. I'm not giving anything away because they do it in the trailer. Ethan Hawke gets killed, and young Skarsgård sees it and basically goes the rest of his life on this revenge mission to kill the man who
killed Conan with Vikings.
Exactly. And just the action in it looks fucking great, and it's so fucking brutal. There's a scene where they're in a battle and Skarsgård is just like fucking shirtless walking towards the bad guys, and they throw a spear at him and he catches it and throws it right back at him. Awesome. It's fucking sweet.
I'm watching this trailer immediately after. I didn't realize there was one out.
Please do.
Yeah.
Please do. It's gonna be great. I can't fucking wait.
Is there a release date for that?
Yes, there is. It comes out April 22nd, so pretty soon.
Oh, hell yeah.
In the next few months.
We are going to be flush with movies so soon. It's so great.
I know, it's good to be back in that zone again.
Feels like such a treat.
I know. It's just, this makes me really want to get an AMC Stubs Pass because this is the type of movie
best money
I
I've
don't
ever
think
spent.
Haley,
$24 a month and I can see 3 movies a week. Like, it's great.
Great.
You see IMAX movies too, and I mean, I don't know what everyone's prices are, but IMAX here is like $23. So I go see more than one movie, and I mean, a regular movie's like almost $20 anyways here.
Great.
It's the best deal ever.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, sponsor.
Awesome.
No free ads, but sponsor.
Yeah, AMC. AMC is not a sponsor, although we would love them to be. We would love AMC to be a sponsor.
Get on board. I'll talk you up.
Yes. But so we're about to reveal our number one, which I have a feeling ours is going to be the same.
There's no way it isn't.
Yeah. But we have some. I know I have some honorable mentions, and I'm sure you do too. Do you want to just rail some off?
Yeah. So I had a bunch on here, like Spider-Verse, obviously, is on there. One that wasn't, a couple that weren't mentioned. Top Gun.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be fun.
Black Panther 2.
Of course. Wakanda Forever.
That's more just like a curiosity of what they're gonna do with the unfortunate situation that happened. Jurassic World Dominion. I did not like Fallen Kingdom. I thought the end was like ridiculous, but I love the world that is now existing where it's just like regular life, but dinosaurs just like hang out. Like, did you see that short that he made?
Yeah, that was great.
Really good. Like, because I didn't care about this at all after that movie, but then I saw that, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, same awesome. Here. Yeah, I feel the exact same way.
Then we got Avatar 2, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care about those blue idiots, but it's James Cameron, so I mean,
it's James Cameron, and he's been trying to make this movie for fucking what seems like 15 years.
It's incredible how long it's been since this movie came out, the first one.
Yeah, and Sam Worthington was the biggest star, and now he's kind of like, they're like, who?
Yeah. I mean, but Zoe Saldana, like, she's the best.
Yeah. She's just printing money. She's making that Marvel money, making that Avatar money.
I think like one of the last shows I compared her to Hugo Weaving. Like,
yeah,
because she's just been in the biggest movies of all time, like kind of quietly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just killing it.
Yeah,
killing it.
Then the Flash. Like, we get to see Ben Affleck back. We get Michael Keaton.
Oh. I'm excited for that movie, if anything, just for Keaton.
Yeah.
Just to see Keaton.
And
yeah.
I liked Ben Affleck as Batman. I think he was hard done. I think he was really good as an old, like, grizzled, like, jaded Bruce Wayne Batman. Like,
yep.
I mean, I wish we got more of him, but we're not going to. Like, he said this is the end for him. And to a lesser, and then the Northmen, of course, as you mentioned, and to a lesser extent, Black Adam. I mean, it's The Rock, and okay, like Shazam was fun, and this is part of that whole thing. So
yeah,
we'll see. I'll watch it. It might be.
I kind of thought the same thing. It wasn't on my list, but I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. It's not something I'm like super fucking excited about, but
right. And then last but not least, well, maybe probably least, but Uncharted. I just love Tom Holland. I don't think this movie looks very good, but I love Tom Holland, so.
Same.
So
same.
I'll give it the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Definitely.
What do you
Definitely. I've got I got Doctor Strange, I got The Flash, I got Black Panther. I also have Creed 3, which comes out I think at the tail end of 2022.
I didn't realize that was happening. A friend of mine texted me the other day. He was like, he had like an audition for like extra or like a featured extra or something on it. So
whoa, that's cool.
I don't know if he got it, but
yeah. Well, Creed 3 directed by Michael B. Jordan.
That's interesting.
And the main villain in it is Jonathan Majors, Kang the Conqueror.
Majors
so
is
Mm-hmm.
Majors is so
Killing
good,
it.
man. He's like, what would I don't even know who I'd like compare him to. It's just like all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, this is like that dude. Like he's got chops on chops on chops, and he's blowing up, and
he's really good, really really good. But so that I also have Lightyear, which seems to be like a Buzz Lightyear kind of like
I almost put that on
origin
there too.
story.
I mean Chris Evans in Pixar, like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, and they put David Bowie in the fucking trailer. Like that was great. I'm really excited. But one that I'm really really excited for is a movie called Bullet Train, and it's directed by David Leitch, however you say it. He directed the first John Wick. He directed Hobbs and Shaw. He was, the stuntman for many, many years. But so Bullet Train, let me pull up.
That's kind of like the Extraction guy. It's like, that's what they did for John Wick. It was like a guy who was always a stunt coordinator. Like, that's why they can make dope-ass action movies, because that's
exactly.
What they
know. All right, listen to this.
Yeah.
Five assassins aboard a fast-moving bullet train find out their missions have something in common. Starring Brad Pitt, Sandra Bullock, Zazie Beetz, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Logan Lerman, Michael Shannon, Brian Tyree Henry, among others.
Holy shit! How did I not know this existed?
Yeah.
Do you know when that comes out?
Wow. It comes out. Oh shit. July 15th.
Holy shit! That's stacked and sounds incredible.
Yeah, that's why that it was either Bullet Train or Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent as my number 5, and I changed it multiple times, but I'm really fucking excited for that.
Man, I need to get ear to the grindstone or something. Like, I how do I not know this existed? Good lord!
Right? Doesn't that sound so awesome?
I'm like this never happens, and I'm like at a loss for words. I'm just like letting it sink in on me, and it's overcoming every part of my being. I love it.
Yeah. The cast is fucking insane. It's gonna be, if anything, it's just gonna be a fucking awesome action extravaganza. Yes. I was reading a little bit of blurbs about it. Apparently, Brad Pitt did like pretty much all of his own stunts for the movie.
He's like old now.
Yeah, I mean,
he looks great, but he's like way older than you think he is.
Yeah, he's pushing 60 for sure.
Yeah.
But
if I
yeah,
looked a fraction of that good at right now, let alone 60.
Dude, he's so handsome. Yeah, I think we could both just like say our number 1 at the same time, because we both know what it's gonna be.
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson, the Batman, directed by Matt Reeves, written by Matt Reeves and Peter Craig. Peter Craig, who also wrote The Town, the Hunger Games Mockingjay movies. He's a big writer. Matt Reeves, who did, Planet of the Apes movies, which I fucking loved.
Yeah.
They were so good.
See, that's how you know he's crazy talented, because those had no business being as good as they were. Like, none.
None at all.
None whatsoever. And they were really good.
They were really good. Fuck, we might have to go back and watch some of those.
Yeah, we absolutely should add that to the list. Those fit for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then you get Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon, Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, Paul Dano as the Riddler, Colin Farrell, unfucking recognizable as Mr. Cobblepot, the Penguin himself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, I
basically Batman year 2. Like, it's not year 1. He's sort of figuring it out, but he's not your Affleck, he's not your Keaton, he's not your Bale, he's not like really good at it yet, and he's still so angry.
So angry, so sad, so emo. He's got the fucking emo hair in this too,
One of this is so stupid and little, but one of the things I loved from the trailers was, because when they have the cowl on, every actor, they have eye black around their eyes, but anytime they like when they rip Keaton's mask off, that's just not there. His is there.
Yeah, he wears the
I
eye black,
love that.
which makes that's a great touch.
I know it's just like that doesn't mean anything. That's nothing. But I see that and I'm like, I know you're gonna make this. Like I know you know what you're doing. Like just that little thing gives me so much confidence in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't really make sense, but it does in my head. I promise.
And anything that could put Nirvana in a trailer and make it work,
Man.
that's yeah.
Who are you? I'm vengeance.
And then it's like, what have you done?
He just pulps that guy.
Oh God, I'm vengeance.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for this.
Yeah.
And it's apparently like long as all fuck.
3 hours. 3 hours, and I'm here for it.
I was reading something where like one of the first they've shown some screenings and it was like 4 hours.
Whoa.
It's so good. And I always lament like long movies.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's a movie like this, or like when Endgame came out, I was like, yeah, give me like as much of this as possible. Like
give me all the Endgame.
Yeah, I'm good with like this is something I want to watch for more time than you're even gonna show me. So as much as you got, do it.
Yep.
And this is the rare occasion that fits.
I feel like I watch the trailer at least once or twice a week since like the trailer, and now they're starting to put all the other trailers, like final trailers, TV clips.
Have you seen that clip of the funeral?
Yes,
that's awesome.
Oh,
there's so much going on there because it's like the funeral of a guy, and like you see the kid, and like so obviously he has a soft spot for like a newly orphaned kid, and like and like try to like go over to him, and then that Lincoln Navigator comes in. The guy's just taped up with like, just a bomb on him that's so fucking fucked up and messed up and uncomfortable and great.
Yeah. Oh, I can't fucking wait. I can't fucking wait. That might have to be the movie where, God, I see it like Friday morning or Thursday night, even though I usually work Thursday nights. That'd be a movie where I'm like, okay, the movie starts at 12:30 and I get out of work at 12. Okay, cool. And then I'll just rush to the theater. Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I'm doing Thursday, like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever their closest showing to after I'm done with work. I'm going to be there immediately.
Oh, done. Yeah, fuck. Wow, we covered a lot of ground in this.
We did, and you brought up some stuff I wasn't aware of. I'm so happy you did. Now I'm really excited about a bunch of the stuff that was on your list. Bullet Train. Oh my God.
Yeah, Bullet Train. That sounds fucking sweet. Yes,
that's right up my alley, man. Perfect.
Yeah,
and
so many good ones.
We just have a plethora, a glut of things to cover this year, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good year.
Back some of the rapids for some of the new stuff, or I don't know. We'll figure out a way to cover them,
or maybe even properly. Do full. I mean, I feel like we should definitely do a full length discussion for Batman. If maybe not like a play-by-play for the Batman, but maybe just like a free-form discussion, like kind of what we're doing.
Yeah, we could do a conversation about it, and then like halfway through, do like a warning, be like, "Yo, we're gonna get into spoilers now." Like,
yeah, perfect.
And then, I like that. I'm 1,000,000,000% in for that. Oh man.
Yeah,
I want to watch that.
That's. Right now. I know. I just want to just like load them up.
Yeah,
somebody's got them.
My queue. See it.
They're on the black market somewhere.
And torrent that shit right now.
Yeah, but yeah, that's it. We haven't decided what we're gonna do next week yet, but we'll post it in the comments.
Yeah, we might have guests and stuff. Like we're figuring it out. I would love to do. Well, I don't know what's coming out, so like, but yeah. I do want to do Rain of Fire.
Oh shit! Yeah, we'll. That's probably going to be what we do. We'll discuss.
Yeah, it'll be in the episode description. We'll when we post. So you'll know what to be able to watch. But that's I'm leaning.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Man, this is fun. This hopefully you all enjoyed this. This is a deviation from what we normally do. We've often I mean even in the infant stages of this show we talked about doing things like this. I really don't know why we haven't yet. I just think we're having too much fun doing the other version.
Yeah.
But I'm really glad you brought that back because this is something I'd like to do more often, maybe once a month or once every.
I agree.
Like these top fives they're fun. Like
yeah.
And honestly, way less prep for.
Yeah. Yeah.
The lazy part of me is like, yeah, let's do this all the time. This is simple and easy.
Yeah, maybe we do, an episode that's just like a free form conversation once a month.
Yeah, we might try some new things out, like something like this, or like, yeah, let us know, like, if you enjoyed it this way, or you want to see something different, or if you're just like, hey, give me the slop I'm used to, like, stop doing something different. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know.
Well, shit, that was fun as hell. How about you hit us where you can find us?
You can find us at www.actionmoviebookclub.com. We have lots of great merch on there. We have little blurbs and blogs written by our guy Hans. You can also find us on.
I found our password.
Yes.
I'll actually probably post a version of what we did here, like our lists on there. So if you want to.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'll do that soon.
Mm-hmm. You can find us on Twitter at Action Movie BC or on Instagram at Action Movie Book Club. Also, on your podcast listening areas, if you could just give us a nice subscribe and a like, or a 5-star rating, or all of the above, just anything that would help boost us in the algorithm, get us in more ears. We'd really appreciate that. Take the time if you can. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're still doing the like every Tuesday we do a live stream with our good buddy Aaron. We're at Class Horror Cast. What are we doing this week? We're doing Deep Rising. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
So when this episode is released, we'll be doing a live stream the next day. So this upcoming Tuesday, the 8th.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah. 2 p.m. Pacific time.
Yep. Yeah, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern, 10 GMT. I also went on this last week. I went on a show called the Jacked Up Review podcast. We had planned I was just going to talk about Spider-Man for 2 hours, and 2 minutes before we went on air, we pivoted and we ended up talking about Parks and Rec and The Office and like the Mike Schur and Gore and all those guys shows.
Oh,
like,
nice.
Yeah, like your Brooklyn Nine-Nine's Good Place, like all of it. Like it was a lot of fun. Like go check him out. Like he's great. I think he does a show like 5 times a week. And we're gonna have him on. Like he was so much fun. Like we had a blast. We talked forever.
Nice. Yeah, for sure.
Check that out.
Love to have him.
That should be up soon. I don't know. It'll probably be up by the time this goes up. So check them out. And look forward to him coming on. But yeah, other than that, I think that's all I got. Why don't you take us out?
Happy trails, Hans.
Time vengeance.